was 2 years old. Since she was born, her only home has been this refugee centre in Travnik in central Bosnia and Herzegovina. Hundreds of thousands of Bosnians share her fate. Nearly 1 million are displaced within the country and another million are refugees abroad waiting to go back. Merciha's mother, Adisa Husic, fled her home in northern Bosnia in 1992. A Muslim, she was forced to leave when the Bosnian Serbs took control of her town. She came to this collective centre in Travnik. 5 years on, she is still living here, sharing this small room with her husband and daughter. They rely on humanitarian aid to survive. Adisa Husic wants a better life than this for her daughter.
Pa nadam se da bi moglo biti sve najbolje. Volila bi da sprovedi, da ne dočeka ovo što sam ja baš dočekala u svoj mladosti. Da bude baš kao što su nekad živjeli moj otac i moja mati. I, na primjer, njezin didi Nana. Dok je bilo mirno vrijeme, barem je se onda moglo i na more ići svašta nešto, a sada da Bog da.
When the Dayton Peace Agreement for Bosnia was signed in 1995, promises were made to help the return of refugees to their former homes. The agreement says all refugees and displaced people have the right to return freely to their homes of origin. It states the parties shall ensure these people are permitted to return in safety without risk of harassment, intimidation, persecution or discrimination. Yet, despite these pledges, few have gone back to their homes and thousands still live in temporary accommodation. Lack of resources and political will make it increasingly unlikely that the most of them will be able to return in the near future. But despite this reality, countries like Germany are telling their Bosnian refugees to go back home now.
The situation is still quite bad. We have close to 1 million people living internally in Bosnia and Herzegovina as refugees in their own country. And if people still live under these conditions, in collective centers or in houses without roofs, without windows, without heating, then the question is, how can we talk about bringing back hundreds of thousands of people from other countries if these people can't go back to the villages where they used to live? How can we bring back other people? That's really the big problem now.
U kolektivu bili, oni su nas istjerali iz kolektiva, trošite se, bite u Sarajevo, tu vam je mjesto, oni su kaj rekli da tu morate ići, mi smo krenuli svi iz kolektiva. Nisu nam dali nigdje da se smjestimo, prestali nam davati hranu i mi smo morali poći.
Sabahita Masic and her 4 children fled the town of Srebrenica in July 1995 as it was about to fall to the Bosnian Serbs. In the panic, she became separated from her husband who escaped through the forests. She hasn't seen him since. She and her children ended up in a collective centre in Tuzla, but they were forced to leave it last year when the local authorities closed it down. She moved to Ilijaš, a suburb of Sarajevo, last September and found this house.
Ja sam unišla vodu, morala sam, nisam imala gdje sa djecom. Voda je bila ula, ništa nije bilo, ni vrata, ni prozora, ništa. I jedan čovjek došao, od Srebrenici, taj čovjek, došao i kaže meni da će mi vrata i prozor da se spasim sa djecom. I ja našao nekog poda i malo mi potpodio i ubacio vrata i prozor, ja sam tu unišla sa djecom i živila sam tu, eto. I sad živim.
Today, with help from the International Federation of the Red Cross and Red Crescent societies, their living conditions are greatly improved. The International Federation, together with the local Red Cross, have set up teams to assist the disadvantaged throughout the country. About 30 teams are working to provide basic living standards to help those in need survive.
Lakše im je bilo odmah, a su pomogli mi. Drvo i izrezali mi drva i šporet mi dali sve. Što god šta treba, oni izlazi u suze. Vodu mi napravili, natkrili sve. Pomažu mi, struju mi razveli. Lakše mi je bilo. Pa su me onda još počeli dolaziti.
The International Federation also has a home care program where visits are made to those people isolated because of the war.
Now I'm going to visit an old married couple living in the mountains. Some people we found the other day. They are Serbs and they are living in this Muslim area all by themselves, and they are living in really bad conditions up there. I'm going to visit them, have a talk with them, and we will have a mobile team up there taking care of them, doing some basic repair of their house, and they will chop some wood for them for their fire stove. And one of our home care volunteers will do the cleaning of the house and whatever is needed to be done up there.
Before the conflict, the elderly, like this Serb couple, were helped by their family. But their children left during the war, and Bosnia's social security system collapsed, leaving this couple alone and poor.
Dobar dan, gospodin.
Dobar dan.
Dobar dan. Kako ste?
Mara and Milan
Ima
Filipovic
problema?
live in a Muslim village in central Bosnia. They say their neighbours don't talk to them and they have little contact with the outside world.
Najglavniji problemi što sam bolesna, nema djece, nema mojih vrednosti. To i mene problemi. Najgore pati. Doktor neće da dođe, s tom muka neće. Ja sama ne mogu sebi pomoći ovdje ništa visoko od grada.
Help provided by the Red Cross Home Care Programme makes life for this couple easier.
Well, it will definitely improve their conditions of living. These old people had no firewood whatsoever. Their room was cold. Just with this small help that we are doing now, giving them some firewood, they will be able to have a little more warm in their house. They will be able to cook a meal maybe.
Dobar dan, kako ste, bako?
Dobar dan, kako ste vi, gospođo?
Kako
Now they will
zdravlje?
receive regular visits by some of the 800 volunteers working throughout the country.
Crvenog križa Travnik u saradnji sa Danskim crvenim križom.
Thousands more need similar assistance. Lack of employment, housing and money mean large numbers of Bosnians will be dependent on humanitarian assistance for many years to come. Their predicaments show that although the war has stopped, for many the battle still continues.